Here's some basic stretches you can try if you've been experiencing low back pain. This next stretch is called a spinal twist. So you're gonna start on your back, both legs straight out in front of you. And then you're gonna bring one knee towards your chest, and then you're gonna gently bring it over across your body towards the opposite side, stretching as far as you can with that knee, but also trying to keep both shoulders flat on the ground. And then if you want a deeper stretch, you can open the opposite arm to the side, palm up, and then you're gonna look to that side. You should feel a stretch all along the side of your back and torso. And then to do the other side, same thing. Bring the knee towards your chest and then reach it across your body. And then look out towards the opposite hand. I usually like to have people hold this stretch 30 seconds to start out, and then you can increase to a minute, and you can do it 2 to 3 times on each side. The next stretch is called the Piriformis Stretch, and the piriformis is a muscle that's deep in your hip, and it can get really tight when you're sitting for long periods of time, and it can also be a big cause of low back pain. So you're gonna start on your back, and you're gonna have both knees bent, and then you're gonna take one knee and lift it up, put the opposite foot on the opposite knee, and then you're gonna try to grab the outside of that leg and gently pull it towards the opposite shoulder. You should feel a stretch deep in your hip right here. The big thing you don't wanna do though is rotate everything, but try to keep your back flat when you pull it towards the opposite shoulder. And then you're gonna do the other side, ankle on the opposite knee, pull it towards the opposite shoulder, and then you can hold 30 seconds and do it 2 times each side. This stretch is called child's pose or prayer stretch, and it's a very common yoga pose. And so I'm going to show 2 different variations for this stretch. The first one is the more classic version, but if you have knee pain, I'm also going to show a version that is in a chair sitting, so you don't have to sit on your knees. So this stretch, you're going to start, you're going to put your feet and toes together, and then you're gonna try to sit back onto your heels. So right now my hips are sitting right on my feet and my knees are out wider than my body. And so maintaining this position, then I'm gonna start walking forward with my hands, and I'm trying to stretch as far forward as I can without lifting up my hips. So you should feel a stretch right at the back of your spine, and then also those muscles that go up and down from your neck to your low back. So you can hold a minute in this position, and then you can start to walk your hands over to the left, really reaching with that right arm, and then you can feel a bigger stretch on your right side. Hold 1 minute here, and then go towards the right side, and you should feel a bigger stretch along the left side of your low back. So this is the seated version of the child's pose or prayer stretch. So you're gonna start in a chair, and then you're gonna have your legs a little bit wider than your hips, feet flat on the ground, and then you're going to keep both hips glued to the bottom of the chair, and then you're gonna slowly reach down as far as you can, trying to go as far forward, as far as it feels comfortable. You're gonna hold 1 minute in this position, and then you're gonna reach towards your left leg and stretch the right side of your back and hold for a minute here. And then the same thing towards the right side and hold for another minute. This exercise is called lower trunk rotation. So you're gonna start on your back, and you're gonna have your knees bent up, knees and feet touching together, and then you're gonna have your shoulders flat on the table or the floor, and then you're gonna start bringing your knees to one side, going as far as you can without your shoulders lifting up, and then you're gonna go to the other side. You're gonna keep going side to side, gently stretching the back on both sides. I usually suggest people do this either 20 times or 2 minutes, and then it's just important that you're not going through pain, but you're stopping right before.